Well, if you happen to see a swarm of men strutting their stuff in red-hot heels along Paul Bunyan Avenue in Bemidji this past Saturday, well, you weren't imagining things. For this week's Community Spotlight, Jamil Doneth explains why Bemidji men were walking a mile in her shoes to raise awareness about sexual assault.
Whether strutting, prancing, running, or hobbling, Bemidji men spent their Saturday morning hoofing it in high heels to raise awareness about sexual assault.
It's not easy being sexy.
Administrators, firefighters, city council members, young and old. All types of men braved blisters, calf cramps, and sore feet for the first annual Bemidji Walk a Mile in Her Shoes.
Feet are really sore. I can't feel the bottoms.
Wearing something uncomfortable kind of brings that message to mind a little bit, that sometimes being a woman is difficult.
But regardless of the pain, everyone seemed to be having fun. Maybe even a little too much.
I'm wearing some fabulous heels that I blinged out myself with the help of my wife.
I thought it was great. I love the bright red ones and the guy in the business suit running, and it was great.
The firefighters were the catwalk kings.
Oh, work it, boy, work it.
No practice whatsoever. Came kind of natural. It's a little frightening.
Those guys in suits like to stay on their toes.
Am I ready for the dance floor or what?
And the college crowd excelled in the speed category.
I wanted to get it done as fast as possible, get the heels off. They're not the most comfortable thing in the world.
I gotta tell you, a lot of these guys must be practicing, because even in flat shoes, I had to run after some of the guys who were running in heels. And now some of them are coming through the finish line now. How do we do?
Really well.
Looks like they're exhausted, but they definitely put in a good run.
It takes so much energy to stay up on your toes that I'm winded.
Whether sprinting or stumbling to the finish line, everyone was able to say they survived the longest mile.
These are not good.
I'll be lucky if I can walk tomorrow.
It's a lot harder than it seems.
They like the way they look, but, walking in them is a different story, as we know.
Event organizers say all this laughter and lightheartedness doesn't step away from the seriousness of sexual assault.
By making it a little bit humorous to get people engaged in the conversation, which then turns into something very serious.
And even in women's shoes, these men didn't stumble for a second when confronted by the issue.
Violence to women is a problem in America, and I'm happy to be here and try to help.
Anything I can do, if it means wearing fishnet stockings, I'm happy to do it.
And while it might have seemed like weeks for these men, it only took a mile for them to realize what it truly feels like to walk in women's shoes. For this week's Community Spotlight, Jamil Doneth, Lakeland News.
The International Falls Sexual Assault Program loaned the Bemidji Walk 20 pairs of specially made men-sized red heels. They don't come around real easily. They're not easily found. And Bemidji Church has also provided donated high heels for the event. We've seen that event in the Brainerd Lakes area for a few years, and good to see it going on here in Bemidji as well, as it's certainly a good cause and certainly unique. That's going to do it for us tonight. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.